This is Radio Nepal. I am Dela Prasai with the news. The headlines first. CPN Maoist Centre decides to keep all options open for formation of new government. World Bank projects remittance inflows in Nepal to increase up to $8.5 billion in 2022. And G7 countries along with Australia and the EU impose a price cap of $60 per barrel in seabound Russian oil. Now the news in detail. The CPN Maoist Centre has decided to keep all options open for the formation of the new government. Vice Chair of the party, Krishna Bahadur Maharaj, said the Central Office Bearers meeting held yesterday decided to keep all possible options open for the formation of the new government. Talking to media persons after the election review meeting of the Central Office Bearers of the CPN Maoist Centre yesterday, Vice Chair Maharaj said despite keeping the options open, and the party did not decide to leave the current coalition. When asked about the party's position on forming a new coalition with the CPN-UML, Vice Chair Maharaj said the party kept all options open. He further said the meeting concluded that the party performed as expected in the provinces, although it could not perform in the same way in the federal elections. The vote counting under the first past the post system of the House of Representatives is on the way in Dholaka and Basra. Ruling alliance candidates are leading the vote count tally. As per the latest update in Syangza Constituency 2, Nepali Congress candidate Dhanraj Gurung has won the election to the House of Representatives. Gurung won the election with a margin of 5,627 votes. In the vote count completed yesterday evening, Nepali Congress Gurung got 31,466 votes, while his rival candidate CPN UML's Padma Kumari Aryal got 25,839 votes. Likewise in Basura, Nepali Congress candidate Badri Prasad Pandey is leading the vote count tally. Similarly, the CPN UML has taken lead in the vote counts in Dholaka. According to the latest count, UML's Balkrishna Siwakoti has so far received 15,363 votes with 34,481 votes counted. Meantime, the Election Commission has counted 10,416,981 votes so far under the proportional category of the House of Representatives. As per the updates unveiled by the Election Commission, the CPN-UML has been leading the vote count tally in the proportional category with 2,786,869 votes. The Nepali Congress is in the second position with 2,659,399 votes. Likewise, the CPN Maoist Centre is in the third place in the proportional category vote tally with 1,162,010 votes. Similarly, the Rashtriya Swatantra Party is in the fourth place with 1,124,096 votes. National Assembly Chairman Ganesh Prasad Timal Sinha has said that there are a lot of things to learn from Japan about politics, economic development and prosperity. At an interaction program organized by the Japanese University's Alumni Association Nepal in the capital yesterday, Chairman Timal Sinha said that Japanese assistance and investment extended for Nepal's economic development and education was remarkable. On a different note, he said role of intellectuals was vital for creating a fair political environment, adding that the recent election results have given some alarming signals to the political achievements obtained after long struggles. The World Bank has projected Nepal's remittance inflow to increase by 3.6%, reaching as high as $8.5 billion in 2022. The World Bank made this projection in its recently unveiled report, Migration and Development Brief. In 2021, the remittance inflow in Nepal was recorded at $8.2 billion. The World Bank estimated that Nepal will earn a remittance, one of the sources of foreign exchange earnings for Nepal, amounting to 22% of the country's total gross domestic product in 2022. You're listening to Radio Nepal 8 AM English News Bulletin. We continue with the international updates now. The group of 7 nations, Australia and the European Union, have agreed on a $60 per barrel price cap on Russian seaborne crude oil as part of an international campaign to curb Russia's ability to finance its war against Ukraine through energy sales. The EU agreed on the price on Friday after holdout Poland gave its support, paving the way for formal approval over the weekend. The G7 and Australia said in a statement the price cap would take effect on December 5 or very soon thereafter. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky has criticized the price cap set by his Western allies on Russian oil exports, calling it weak. The cap approved on Friday is aimed at stopping countries paying more than $60 per barrel of seaborne Russian crude oil. Russia says it will not accept a cap on prices for its oil exports. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called the price cap a weak position. Russia has termed the G7 countries' attempt to put a price cap a dangerous move. However, it has committed to finding buyers for its oil despite dangerous attempts by Western governments to put a price cap on its exports. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa will not resign despite a scandal over money stolen from his farm, his spokesperson says. According to BBC, the row centers on claims he kept large sums of cash on his property, then covered up its theft. A panel of legal experts concluded that he has a case to answer. But Ramaphosa's spokesperson suggested he would fight on and rather than quit, would seek a second term as leader of his African National Congress party. President Ramaphosa is not resigning based on a flawed report. Neither he is stepping aside, Vincent Magwenwa said. The scandal erupted in June when a former South African spy boss, Arthur Fraser, filed a complaint with police accusing the president of hiding a theft of $4 million in cash from his Falafala game farm in 2020. Now we take you to the FIFA updates. In the ongoing round of 16 match going on under the FIFA World Cup 2022 that is being held in Qatar yesterday, Argentina beat Australia with 2-1 in the round of 16, setting up a quarter-final showdown against the Netherlands. Meanwhile, Netherlands defeated USA with 3-1 goal difference in the round of 16. France and Poland are vying in today's round of 16 under the FIFA World Cup 2022. Now the general weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly cloudy in the hilly and mountainous regions of Province 1, Bagmati Province and Gandaki Province and mainly fair in the rest of the country. Kathmandu's weather report now, maximum temperature of 20.4 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 7 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. CPN Maoist Centre decides to keep all options open for formation of new government. World Bank projects remittance and flows in Nepal to increase up to $8.5 billion in 2022. And G7 countries along with Australia and the EU impose a price cap of $60 per barrel in sea-bound Russian oil. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next English news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe and have a good day.